I'm so thankful you talked with me. First off, before anything, I want to say, Mistress Smash, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you
Aw,
so
thank
much
you
for
so much for
remembering.
remembering. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the magnificent Mistress Smash out of New York and New Jersey and also Dallas Fort Worth. We're going to talk about sadism. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of things. Fetish Field Day and a lot of sadism. Everything. Please, everybody, be respectful. Ask your questions and worship Mistress Smash. Say hello.
Hello,
Hello,
everyone. How are
everyone.
you today? I'm
Today,
looking forward
looking
to
forward to
fielding some of your
fielding some of your
questions.
questions. Lucinda Man already says hi, Nicholas Tanek. Hello, Mistress Smash. Okay, so what's inspiring you these days?
These
These
days,
days,
my
my
inspiration
inspiration
is
is
peace and
peace and
relaxation.
relaxation. Okay.
So, a
So
lot
a
of what
lot
I'm
of what
doing
I'm doing
are things
are
that I
things
really
that I really
enjoy
enjoy
with people
with
that I
people
really
that I really
enjoy with.
enjoy.
I'm focusing less
Focusing
on,
less on
as many
as many
collaborations with
collaborations
as many
as
people as
many people as
possible, as
possible,
many
as
sessions
many
as
sessions as
possible.
possible.
I'm trying to
Trying to
cultivate more of a
cultivate more of a
relaxed,
relaxed,
happy vibe.
happy vibe. So what steps you taking to do that? Because I need relaxation too. I feel like I'm manic and I'm like constantly doing projects and constantly doing stuff. What's your advice for me? How do we relax?
One thing
One
that
thing
has
that
really been helping me is
me
whenever
is
I'm in
whenever
social
I'm in
situations, I'm
situations,
just
I'm just
extremely aware
extremely
of how
aware of
I'm
how I'm
feeling
feeling
as I
as I
interact with
interact with
people.
people.
And if there's
And if
someone
there's
there
someone
who's
there
making
who's
me
making me
tired,
tired,
like overall
overall
uncomfortable, it feels
uncomfortable,
like
it
I'm
feels like I'm
working really
working really
hard to
hard to
carry a
carry a
conversation.
conversation.
I just
I
don't
just
invest
don't
in
invest in
myself.
that.
But there's plenty of
There's
other
plenty of
people in
other
that
people in
room
that
that
room
I think
that are
who are going to get
gonna
along.
get along. So you are a dominatrix, and you're very busy all over New York, Philly, and New Jersey, New Jersey, and Dallas Fort Worth. So, what would you say your specialties are when it comes to BDSM and kink? Because everyone's kind of, some people are like Jacqueline of all trades. Some people have very specialty, like they love diapers or they love cock and ball torture or something like that. Do you? I know what your specialties are, but please tell everybody.
Well,
Well,
I really
I
love
really love
hurting
hurting
people
people
consensually.
consensually.
Tickling is a
Tickling
really
is a
big one
really
of
big one of
mine.
mine.
Smothering,
Smothering,
any kind of
any kind of
communication that makes
communication
me
that makes me
laugh
laugh
at the sub
at the
during the
sub during the
session.
session.
Those are
Wait,
kind
say
of
that again, please.
which one, the
Which one,
last
the
one?
last one? Yeah, anything that what?
Anything that'll
Anything
make me
that'll make
laugh
me
at the
laugh at the
sub
sub
during the
during the
session. I'll
session.
humiliate my
Humiliate my
friends.
Doraemon Hungama says, "You look stunning, Mistress Smash." Hey, Doraemon, capital M, capital S. Stan Vladimir, greetings, Mistress Smash. Oh, see, Stan knows himself. All right, so hurting people. Let's talk about sadism. What was the most sadistic thing you've done recently?
Recently,
Recently,
I recently did
I
a
recently
really
did
good
a really
session
good
with
session with
some
some
needles.
needles.
That's been my
That's
new
been my
sadistic
new
endeavor getting
sadistic
into.
endeavor. I saw. Is that your phone or my phone or?
I think it's me,
I
but
think
I
it's
mute
me,
it.
but I need it. So you did things with the. I saw that little banana clip that you have on Twitter and your needles. So did you ever do that to a piece? So basically, before I ask the question, you have what, 4 or 5 needles, like syringe, like needles and stuff, and you have a banana. And for those who don't have an imagination, a banana is a similar shape as a penis. Okay, just so you know. And you're pulling them out, and you all have them attached to a string, one string. So you just pull the string, and it all goes out. Now, the big question here, everyone wants to know: have you done that with a penis?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I have done
I've
it
done it
on
on
all
all
sorts of
sorts of
back and
back and
chest and
chest and
thigh
thigh
areas.
area. Okay.
No
No
penises, but
penises,
if
but if
somebody is
somebody
brave
is
enough
brave enough
to allow
to
me to
allow me to
train
train
myself on
myself
their
on their
penis,
penis,
please reach out
please
to
reach
me.
out
I
to
would
me.
love to.
There you go. You have a challenge, people. Oh, okay. We got some. We have some comments. Gary, 123. Hello, Mistress. PD, I humbly bow down at your feet, Mistress Smash, and thank you for your presence. Then we have Santiago. Hello, Mistress Smash. Gary, 123. Do you like barefoot ball busting? That's the question that the world is wondering.
It does give me a lot more control.
What?
It does give me a lot more control than in
Okay.
And I like squishing the balls between my toes.
That's my first quote of the interview. I like squishing balls, and that could mean anything taken out of context. Between my toes.
Rolling toes with your feet is really good.
All right, yeah, definitely. Now, what is the most sadistic thing you've witnessed?
The most sadistic thing I've witnessed is probably Lady Lucy's impact scenes. She does corporal punishment in a wicked way. I think I actually have a video where he's hitting her sub with the belt, and I'm sitting on the couch outside of the cameras, like punching away at all the blows that are coming out of it.
Right, and then barefoot ball busting. Oh, we're back to the ball busting. Hungama asks, "What is your best ball busting session?"
I really like to do a longer ball busting session. It's not as fun as one where they're for a minute or two.
So, how do you make? What's the longest ball busting session you've had? What is it long? What's considered a long ball busting session?
I would say my longest one was 45 minutes.
Of just straight kicking the balls.
I mean, we took like a 10 to 30-second break a couple times. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like very using my knee, this.
Now, what goes through your mind when you're punching someone in the balls over and over again, or you're kicking them in the balls?
Just pure glee.
Really? You're not like thinking, "Did I leave the iron on?" Ow! Or anything like that.
No, I mean, just imagine being a woman in this world, living in patriarchy, and then a man says to you, "I would love for you to kick me in the balls," and I'm like, I have had some this week that I'm gonna profit from. Thank you.
Sunshine is across the room right now. She just heard that. She's like, "Yeah!" She raises her fist high. See, you got a fan.
Very relatable experience.
Very relatable experience. Yeah. Okay. Why do you think men like being kicked? I don't personally, but I know a lot of men who do.
Men like anything that's sort of taboo, and they know they deserve punishment. And I find that a lot of my CBT clients are ones who are a little bit older, or they're having more to do with like maintaining erection, vagina sex, regular kind of hormone activities, or regular.
Yes.
So now they're exploring other stuff that might get them off, and like the things that get them off are changing really rapidly.
What is some ways you could be sadistic to somebody in everyday life? Vanilla life.
I find that the humor is kind of sadistic. So when you're hanging out with someone and they're like, "Hey, can you grab that soda for me?" and you're like, "No."
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're already grabbing the soda.
Yeah.
It's just I know.
Do you ever call people names like on like sadistic names for sadistic reasons just to make yourself laugh?
Yeah, I like a good thing.
What's an interesting or creative or quirky or just weird name that stands out to you? Insult that you've used or you've heard someone use?
My name is Mini Pee.
What?
Mini Pee.
Mini Pee. That's adorable.
It comes with emotion.
That's adorable.
Right? Doesn't it sound so cute and small?
It sounds like
really
it sounds like a trading card or like Beanie Babies or something like that. Oh, Mini Pee.
Yeah, definitely deserves a trademark.
All right, we did the what ways we said the witnessed, and okay, one of the last sadistic questions. What was the Describe a moment where you realized I'm a sadist.
I guess probably the first moment where I realized it was 2014. I was hooking up with my boyfriend at the time, riding him, and I looked down at his little face, and I was like, he was like, "What is that? What are you thinking?" And I was like, I just want to slap your face." And he was like, "Do it." And I just applaud. His little cheeks were shaking, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a huge problem."
I like that too.
And the new requirement.
I slapped his face, ... and realized this is going to be a huge problem. All right, we got some questions. Let's go. How about owning a eunuch slave? How about it?
As long as I'm not going to eunuch you.
Okay.
I'm not medically trained in that capacity.
Which makes it even hardcore, more hardcore. I don't know. I'm not medically trained. Just, let me cut it off. Do you get a lot of people coming with the castration fantasies?
Not really. I get a lot of chastity fantasies and like shrinking their penis until it's invisible, but not so much full-on surgical castration.
I'm a fan of chastity myself, but I like my cock. I do. I want to keep it. I want to use it. You know what I mean? I personally, everyone's different, right? I personally like it. You know, when I'm teased to the point, and then I unlock and I fuck like there's no tomorrow, like the world is ending, and I need it to save my life and save humanity. You know, like with that kind of passion. Everyone's different though. Some people do. I've noticed a lot of sissies and a lot of cross-dressed people who love chastity. They want it off. It's useless. And they like the humiliation. Do you, when dealing with the chastity, instead of ball bustings, do you tend to go with the small penis humiliation and the useless, like this is useless to me, this is useless to everybody, that's why it should be in chastity? That's what you like. Is that the route you go because you're a sadist?
A bit of that. A lot of what I enjoy is withholding orgasm, particularly from men, but from any gender really. Particularly because it's so taboo to have an orgasm when you owe him sex. Like, oh, it's your duty. So right now I've been seeing someone in a lifestyle capacity, and we haven't really been having any sort of sex during our last day of touching penis. So he's not in a cage, but he's essentially in chastity.
So how long has this been?
Months.
How much?
2 months.
2 months. Oh, and it's Locktober now. Happy Locktober.
We're getting there. Today's the first.
Today's the first.
Are you gonna be participating?
I was this morning.
You lasted all of an hour.
I didn't unlock myself. Let's put it that way. Okay, so all right, we got some questions. Oh, the Stan question. This is the question he asks every episode. This is the Stan question. If you could have any superpower, what would it be, and how would you use it in your kinky life?
It would definitely be mind reading.
Okay.
My biggest struggle with submissives that I see are the ones who are very quiet. The ones who don't have a lot of reactions, don't do a lot of feedback, are really reticent to give like a check-in or a straightforward. And you know, I'm doing the things you agree upon, but I don't have any coming back to me about are you enjoying it? Like, is there one more thing you're doing that'll make the experience you've ever had? You don't want to say it. It would be nice to be able to do that through the brain.
Yeah, mind reading. That's true. Okay. PD asks, do you own domestic slaves, Mistress?
PD, we were just talking about this. I do not currently have any domestic slaves. But however, if you buy me a domicile, you can be my lifestyles at home slave.
Let's talk about your domicile. You okay. you know what? A lot of us in the kink community in New Jersey, Philly, and Dallas Fort Worth, we need a place. We need a place to be safe, sane, consensual, practice, be kinky, and everything like that. Let's talk. What would be your ideal place? Where would it be? What would it be like?
Oh man. I'm gonna start with some very basic things.
Please.
Somewhere that has and
Has what?
a parking lot.
Oh, okay. Yes,
And the place where
parking.
the hangout is happening is on the first floor.
Definitely.
I don't have any accessibility issues at this point in my life, but I definitely had to go and lead my subs in by their hand into the basement dungeon, make sure they don't fall and break an ankle.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Mistress, do you have Instagram? Gary, 1, 2, 3. Please tell us your Instagram.
_smushed or smushed underscore. Yeah.
Speaking of smushing, you like smushing people?
I do love smushing people.
So, okay. What's the best way to smush somebody? From the front or from the back? Or to sit on them, lay on them, on the front or the back? Or what's your favorite position to smush somebody?
From the front is more accessible because usually my subs are right in front of me while I'm doing stuff. But it's a lot more fun than people, especially if they can handle a couple of bounces.
Okay. All right. Back to the questions. Oh, right. Being a sadist is not always easy. All right. So what advice would you give somebody exploring their sadistic side for the very first time? Let's say they're just getting into it in a relationship, or maybe even at a munch or a club or at an event or whatever like that. They're just they got that fire and they realize like, oh shit, I just slapped the shit out of my boyfriend. I want to do it again, like you did. So what advice would you give? Because you've been through that already.
I would say I have 2 pieces of advice.
Yeah.
One is communication.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're actually talking about the things that you want to hurt someone, so that you don't accidentally do something they really hate that really triggers them. And the second thing in addition to communication would be an ability to check yourself. Because sometimes we do some really freaky shit, and at the end of the scene, like I also need to prepare because I feel like an evil person.
I know a masochist, specifically a masochist, who, when she goes down the rabbit hole, she's kind of scared and she's got to check herself and be like, next thing I know, I could be like hooked up to a car battery, like because you get in a moment and the next thing you know. Is it the same thing with sadism? Is that what you mean by that? Like you got to check yourself. The next thing you know, like I could be committing murder. That's hyperbole. It's exaggeration, of course, for comedic effect. But do you have to check yourself sometimes, or how do you check yourself?
I mean, I definitely have sometimes when I'm having with someone and I'm torturing them in the way they requested. When I see like a really biteable spot, but they hate biting, they don't want anymore. Like, I'm gonna have to just not do the thing I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to bite them. You're saying,
bite myself while they're not looking.
So how did okay? So you didn't like just come out and like was a kinky dominatrix. You have to get there, right? Somehow. So tell us about your first session, your first professional session.
My professional session, I was doing a tag along with another dominant. We were taking turns tagging stuff. It was fun. It wasn't. It got really messy. But luckily, I had just stepped away from the mess and lucked out.
What was that? Someone get shot. So you wrote, my favorite part of being a dom is seeing a powerful alpha male. Or I'm sorry, let me rephrase. My favorite part of being a dom is seeing powerful alpha male types melt into pathetic, begging messes. Do you have a specific example of this that you could tell us about?
Yeah, I just saw this person who was traveling in Colorado. and he walked in like very bravado and bantering back and forth with me. And then after he was naked and we started doing smoking the simulation, he was suddenly like a puddle on the bed. Like, please, mistress, can I touch your calf? I just need to feel your skin. His little face was so sad, like, oh, please. Which is the opposite of what it looked like when he walked in.
Yeah, there's a Japanese movie called New Love in Tokyo. It's about a dominatrix. It's about a dominatrix and a prostitute, and they find love. But one of the scenes, the final scenes, is she's a dominatrix, and the guy comes in for a session, and he's a cocky asshole, just a bad alpha male, like a toxic masculine, just all like a piece of shit. And she very quickly, but in a kind of like almost like a grace, like a poetic ballet, destroys him and just turns him into a sniveling mess on the floor. It's beautiful. It's really good. New Love in Tokyo. Check it out. All right. What is Fetish Field Day?
Fetish Field Day is an event that I come in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
It's an outdoor kink community event with a small play party component, but not too much. The essential theme is like the field days you used to have as a kid in elementary school, when you're like outside doing sports, and there's like stations and snow cones. So same kind of vibe, but kinky.
Okay.
So the stations were run by pro-doms locally. We had performers and a couple of like kink-related classes. So it was a really good day. We had good food, and then just some playtime at the end, all outside.
I last week I worked Kink Carnival at the Mistress Manor. I was in charge of the balloons, and those. So you have little like booths and sections and stuff like that. But at your event, you said they're different different things for different fetishes, correct?
Yeah.
So are there any? There's the typical fetish. There's like the foot fetish. There's rope, of course. There's the cross dress. There's leather and stuff like that. But every once in a while, a fetish comes in that's a little unique, a little different. Did any of those kind of pop in? That stick out of your mind?
Our edgiest things that we did was we had a little station. So we set up like a little baby gate with like a little fuzzy carpet and toys and coloring books. It was really cute.
Let's take some more questions. What is the most humiliating thing you've done to a slave mistress? Asked by PD.
I would say it would be a brown.
A what?
I went to the restroom, and then I did not toilet, and then I shoved this there.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty humiliating. So, yeah, that counts.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Stan Vladimir, have you ever had any technical difficulties during a session where you had to improvise? It's a great question.
A million times. Usually it's related to my strap and being able to buckle it quickly. And get it on and like take it out of your purse. A massive strap, and you're trying to figure out where the straps go and your stomach.
So okay, so it's a strap-on dildo that you strap on, and the person's the sub's already waiting to be fucked, and so you have to like battle, because you want to keep the momentum, you want to keep the rhythm, right? So how do you like? You keep it in a bag. Do you do it like? How do you not do that in the future? Do you like keep the strap out to like wait, have it ready, and like I don't know. How would you do it?
At this point, the best I can do is to only have one point that I need to do after I put it on, and I try to stand behind the sub while I'm doing it, so they can't watch me like hopping on one foot.
Now back to since we're talking about strap-ons. Big shout out to Kate West, who is part of the show, stuff like that. She has a question. I'm going to ask the Kate West question. Why are men so obsessed with their own assholes?
Well, If a man touches his own asshole in America, he is now gay. So if he wants to have his asshole, he'd have to find someone with it. Unfortunately, for American men, I think that is where they're from.
That's one way to look at it. That's oh shit. Okay, so you're in Jersey right now, but you do a lot of work in Philly. Shout out to Mia Action in Philly. Philly saved my life. I had a transplant. I was at University of Penn, so I have this kind of romance with the city of Philly. It saved my life. What is it about Philly specifically that stands out in your mind? What words, terms, descriptions of the Philly BDSM kink scene comes to your mind when I say BDSM in Philly?
I love that the BDSM scene is so populated. There's so many different kinds of people and so many different kinds of play parties that are happening. And most of them are very welcoming towards everyone. I find that's a bit of a especially having also done Texas.
Okay, and but also you've done some work in Dallas Fort Worth. Shout out to Nico Noir in Dallas Fort Worth. Very different locations: Philly, Texas, or Pennsylvania, Texas, Philly, Dallas Fort Worth. How would you say they're different? What would you say the main differences are? I'm not asking you to say one is better. I'm not asking you to choose. Just saying, what would you say is different?
Again, I'm gonna pick on that inclusivity piece of the play parties and events in Philadelphia. Everyone is welcome. And if they're not welcome, it's usually like an undertone. No one is outwardly saying, do not come here. Whereas in Texas, that's some of the kink scene. You'll go to a femdom event and they'll be like, yeah, we only allow femdoms who are biologically women, and they can never touch, and they can never do anything with the other women present at the event because it might make the men uncomfortable.
Oh, make the men uncomfortable.
I know. So they're just like it's much more acceptable for people to be not in Texas.
Interesting. Slang Wu Chan says, Mistress, what's your Twitter ID?
I am Smush on all the platforms. SCHMOOSHE. Smush.
Stan Vladimir asks, what inspired you to embrace your kinky side?
I would say the latest inspiration for going pro dom was the TV show Pose. I don't know if you've seen it at all, but there's a character on there who is extremely sharp-tongued, kind of rude, doesn't really like that many people.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't a great facet about her, it became a dominatrix. And all of those things that were not positive were suddenly assets. And I was like, oh my gosh. I can just say all those things and hold it back and all of my wounds for the last several years.
Yeah.
You're going to enjoy it.
And then PD, of course, and this is coming. Do you like water sports? Piss play, Mistress. What?
Water sports are fun. I have a really shy bladder. It's been a while to like actually start.
Santiago says, what is a common fetish that you don't like that much? Keep in mind, we're not kink shaming.
I don't like being called mommy.
Okay.
It weirds me out.
Yeah. Okay. Gary123, does any sub cried during ball busting session? Mistress.
Like full on volunteers? Probably not. I've made everyone fall to the knees.
Oh, that's it. Santiago, now he's kind of thirsty. When you're having fun in a session with subs, do you share videos with your girlfriends to laugh at them?
Only if that is something that the sub requested. I would never share that sort of without consent.
And of course, Stan Vladimir is. Have you received gifts from subs, and what's the surprise gift what gift surprised you the most?
I've gotten lots of gifts, especially after setting up my phone gift platform. It makes it so easy to sending things. But I would say the gift that surprises me most is when people send me cash and then don't expect anything from me. It's just such a nice, warm heart fuzzy feeling.
One thing that we kind of both share a love for is burlesque. You've done some burlesque yourself, correct?
Yeah.
I last night I was just watching All That Jazz, Bob Fosse movie, Roy Schneider. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but he comes from burlesque. Bob Fosse comes from burlesque. I have a love for burlesque. So everyone's got different styles. There's neo burlesque. There's classic burlesque. There's nerdlesque. There's gorelesque. Everyone's kind of got a different style. I'm friends with some, very unique burlesque performers. What would you say your style was when you performed?
My burlesque style is less classical. Probably like a little bit more twerking than classic burlesque.
Okay.
I love being silly. And this summer I did a couple performances with the Cirque du Soleil show, which was all sideshow clown stuff.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Shout out to my friend Amy Mercury. She does clown porn, farting clown porn. Yeah, and also get her graphic novel Orc Girl. See,
it definitely got me into like balloon stuff.
Balloon stuff?
Yeah, I didn't really.
That's the thing. People always like joked about it in the like fetish community. Oh yeah, the person has a good thing for balloons. And then I noticed more and more people really, really, really like it. What is it about balloons that are fascinating to you?
I don't think it's a sexual thing, but I definitely enjoy the sensation and like the unpredictability of when it pops.
Yeah, because you never
spend a lot of time stepping on it or sitting on it or something.
Mm-hmm. It's also that weird sound that but I can't duplicate it, but try it. It's fun. All right, we got some questions. What happened is hello and happy Sunday. Nice to see you, Mistress Smash. All That Jazz is a great film. Yes, Chris Bacos. It is. Okay, so burlesque. Now you're the mistress of ceremonies in some places. You're an MC. I've done that. It's an art form to MC, to move the crowd.
Yeah.
It's basically to be in control of it, to keep things going. For someone, a lot of DOMs that have their events and they want to do MC. So what kind of what's the key to being a good MC? A kinky MC.
I think probably having an outline that you want to get across. Because getting up in a crowd and trying to remember for the burlesque show, you gotta know who are the three top when I'm coming up to be funny and charming.
Now, so you've had some performances. What would you just? I could ask you to describe your style and performance again, but no. What's your favorite performance? One that you look back and you're like, that was either really fun, or I'm proud of myself, or just it was magical. Where was it? What was it like?
Probably my debut performance with the Burlesque Academy in Philadelphia. I did like a full and bowling scenes where I transformed from a corporate drone to a dominatrix. It was a lot of fun.
Wow, that's cool. What song did you use?
I'm really bad at remembering.
Do you use music in your sessions?
Oh yeah.
What now I'm sure there's music that you would love to play, then there's music that's also kind of right for the moment and for them. You know what I mean? So what are songs that you personally like to play?
I mean, I know Massive Attack is a pretty classic choice, but
yes,
I'm listening to a lot of Tool during session. Tool.
Oh, Tool too. I'm a fan of Massive Attack. Blue Lines is an incredible album. Mezzanine is an incredible album as well. Yeah, I love all that stuff. Especially Exchange on Mezzanine, all that stuff.
My new favorite thing has been to play Closing Time at the end of the sessions.
Yes, you want to.
So I don't have to talk, but then I hear it and I'm like,
Yeah, I can see that. Closing time. What's the name of that band? All About Eve or something? I
Yeah.
forget. Anyway, anyone in the chat, let me know. Closing time to end sessions. Yeah, that makes sense. That would really disappoint me and sad. That would be, but that's cool. You're a sadist. So, all right. So, you're also the house mistress, the online house mistress. It's one of the roles you play. Please tell us about that. What is a house mistress, an online house mistress?
So when I first got into Kink stuff, it was during the pandemic. I actually hosted a couple of online events. So it's pretty similar to MC, except like a little bit kinkier performance. But in general, I'm interested in doing more local lifestyle play parties and being the house style host. I think that would be a lot of fun. I enjoy interacting with lifestyle folks.
That is awesome. That's wonderful. Let's see some questions. What is the worst? What is your worst experience with the slave? PD's just asking the real uplifting questions, aren't you, there, buddy?
Unfortunately, like most people, my worst experience with a slave or sub is somebody who is pushing my boundaries and trying to do things that they know are not allowed during the session.
What is the big no? The one that they keep on like, and you're like, you better not do that, or closing time.
Oh, Mistress, you're just so beautiful. Could I just worship you and maybe you take your clothes off? And I'm really home. I don't care.
Yeah, you are
Get out.
Get out. Yeah, I don't care. Get out. Like that too. I don't care. Get out. All right. So then classes. Like I know a lot of DOMs, they start teaching classes. It's a lot of subs teach classes. You name it, everyone's teaching classes. What classes do you like to teach?
So my only class that I taught was like a mini negotiation pepper. So like teaching newbies how to do negotiation, what kind of questions are important to ask, basic sort of scene.
Mm-hmm.
But I have been programming for 3 years now. I don't know if I'm really in a place where I could teach an entire 1 hour class new to everyone. There's so many dogs who've been working for 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
They have a lot to share.
Speaking of DOMs, Stan Vladimir asks, is there someone who you would love to collaborate in the DOM community?
Honestly, there are a couple of DOMs who look really cool. I'm really hoping to make their next spring.
Who are they?
Chicago Mistress is one of them. I think she's been playing for over 20 years. She's the other person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Kate Matrix might be up as well.
PDA. Oh, I have a question for Nicholas. I was going to ask, how are you health-wise since your transplant? How did your health affect your kink, and also how your kink affected your health? Well, kink saved my life. I'll say right now, I am healthier, I'm bigger, stronger, faster. It's wonderful. And I'm thankful for everyone watching, listening. I did this. I looked seriously, Mr. Smash. I looked like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, or Riff Raff from Rocky Horror Picture Show. I was bad. And I kept on doing it, kept on interviewing, and people like PD kept on caring. And so thank you very much, PD, and everybody watching. Santiago asks, is Force By entertainment for you?
I think it's entertaining.
Is it?
The way that people report it can be a little off-putting. Like if I get a message at 10 p.m. and someone says, hey, can you do Force By at 10 p.m. tonight? And I'm like, I don't have like an extra place just following me around for a last minute opportunity to get a blowjob from like, you gotta give me some.
Yeah, it takes work. Most of my friends are dominatrixes, and like it's not the easiest thing to get a ball. Like you can't just have them like on call or just in your closet. I mean, I guess you can, but not everybody's lucky like that. Yeah. So yeah, Force By. Slang Wu Chan said, Mistress, are you into SPH or sissification?
I love both of those. my first long time regular certification, so I have a lot of experience transforming men into women, being wardrobe and makeup and hair. It's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. I personally, I love the whole femdom certification fetish myself. I don't live it 24/7. You know, it's an inside thing that I do with, you know, who I'm doing with. But how has, through the years, how has your opinion or your outlook on not only the term certification, but the concept of certification, how has it changed?
It's definitely a little difficult in some cases. I love doing certification with people who are kind of exploring their gender journey. I find that to be really enjoyable. It's less enjoyable for me if the reason that they want to be certified is because they think that being a woman is humiliating and nothing could be worse than being dressed as a woman. And it's like
That's what I struggle with it too. I don't personally, I don't like the humiliation aspect at all. I don't. If I ever dress anything, I honestly, I just like the fabric. I really do, and I like the fabric, and I like the sex game of females, the female total control, where I don't have to make a decision. I have to make decisions all my life, every day, 24/7. It's good to have a couple hours where I don't have to decide anything at all.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier to relax into that when you're playing someone else.
Yes, definitely. PD, humiliation and degradation, or physical pain and sadism. Which do you prefer more?
I definitely prefer physical pain and sadism over degradation.
So with physical pain,
that humiliation is usually secondary to whatever the sadism stuff is.
With physical pain, how do you know if you're not hurting someone? Oh no, let me put it this way: how do you know if you're hurting someone just enough, or the perfect amount?
Some flinching, some noises, but they're not like completely one giant flexible. That's usually they're not
Do you ever? I know I am personally a switch, so I respect both aspects of submission and domination. And you being a sadist, there's a lot of doms I know who like to be domed themselves. You know, they like to kind of find that balance. Do you ever find yourself having masochistic tendencies where you want to be hurt?
Yeah, I definitely have some masochistic tendencies, and there have been instances in the past where I bottom for things. I wouldn't describe myself so much as a switch as like a dominatrix decision fatigue sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, Eric said there is an echo when we're speaking, so we are going to wrap things up. But okay, we did certification, we did kinky fantasy. Now, all right, new game. Rapid fire recommendations. This doesn't have to be kink related. It can be, right? All right. Recommend a film.
Oh my god, I hate being a lot.
Any film. It doesn't have to be the be all film. Just film maybe you saw yesterday you liked.
The last film that I saw was Underwater. It was pretty good.
Oh, so okay. Recommend a song.
A song. Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat.
Recommend a television show.
I watch a lot of Star Trek.
Star Trek? Really? Which one?
I'm currently rewatching Enterprise. It's not my favorite.
You should contact. You're in Jersey. Contact Mistress Shari. She loves that stuff.
Oh yeah, I like a Klingon forehead to film an entire Klingon interrogation.
All right. Recommend a meal.
Tacos.
Yes, I love tacos. Now, when it comes to events, stuff like that, you're in South Jersey now. We talked about Philly. We talked about Dallas-Fort Worth. Let's talk about Jersey. What are you doing in New Jersey? What am I doing in New Jersey? What are we doing in New Jersey?
Honestly, not too much. I'm mostly just enjoying the outdoors. It's definitely not the food that keeps me here. I'll say that.
All right, there is some good Jersey food. The thing about Jersey, which I will stand by, we are so diverse that there's every kind of food you could think of. If you look, that's the thing. You gotta like if you go to the cities, New Brunswick, Newark, I'm in like I'm in the New Brunswick area, so there's a lot of stuff. Okay, um, we did this, we did that. So there's New Jersey. All right, we covered a lot. What's next? What is Mr. Smash? What do you got planned? What's going on? What happen?
I am wrapping up on the East Coast. So I've got 3 more weeks that I'm working up here. Then I'm going to Dallas. And then I am going down content production. I'm opening up my store.
Nice. Okay. So how was your trip on the East Coast so far? We're gonna get to the clips, but let's break that down. How would you describe your trip on the East Coast so far?
It's been really great. I got to see a lot of people I knew in the past. Met some new folks. Did a quick visit to New York. Visited the Naked Beach. What more could you ask for?
Now you said you're working on clips. What kind of clips?
I'm really trying to do a bunch of solo content. I am doing a surgery in November where I have to take some time off from like actual physical activity for a few weeks.
Oh yeah.
But it's a great time. By myself.
Okay. Well, I hope that I don't only put your business out in public, even though we are. I hope your surgery is a success. I had one two years ago, almost 2 years ago, and it was a success. And I know the anxiety, sometimes loneliness, and just stress that just comes with it. So I wish you well. Everybody out there, give Mr. Smash some love, some money, and check out her wish list. All right, let's see what we get. Of course, I knew this was coming too. PD, do you do toilet training, Mistress? Well, she did shove someone's head in the toilet. Is that considered training?
I guess so.
Yeah.
It involves the toilet.
Yeah. You're being trained. So, oh, okay. PD says, please bring back the word association game, Nicholas. You want to play the word association game? It's fun.
Sure.
Okay. Sure. I'm going to say, all right, clear your mind. Okay. I'm going to say a kink or a fetish or something. You say the first thing that comes into your head. First thing. There's no wrong answer. So if I say chastity, you may say lock. Right? Okay. But if you're thinking about Star Trek, if I say chastity, you could say Klingons. There's no wrong answer. I like silly, absurd stuff. This is definitely it. All right. You strapped in? You got your helmet on? Ready to go? All right. Pegging.
Please clean up.
Nipple clamps.
How hard?
Riding crops.
Ouch.
Floggers.
Coordination.
French maid outfits.
Cute.
Right. We did that. We did nipple clamps. Chains.
Ooh, easy to clean.
Knife play.
I'm into it.
Yeah, me too. Wax play.
Hot.
Okay. Sissification.
Under certain circumstances.
Chastity.
How small?
I think I'm pronouncing it Bastinado.
Ooh, big word.
Those who don't know, look it up. It's kinky. All right. Cupping.
Great massage.
Gags.
Please.
Ball gags.
Sure.
Cock rings.
Who cares?
Yeah. Butt plugs.
Yes.
Water sports.
I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous. There's no wrong answer. This is us just laughing, having fun.
That is the association with water sports.
Oh, water source. I'm so nervous. Okay. Performance anxiety. Okay. Yeah, no, that. Here I am thinking you're nervous about the game. Oh yeah, stupid me. Okay. And finally, we've reached the end. No pun intended. Scat. Okay, yeah, that's
You
it.
gotta clean it up. The association.
On a lighter note, Sunshine says, "You are beautiful, Mistress Smash."
Oh, thank you, Sunshine.
PD, when you held that soda can, I thought somehow you magically summoned that jar with the chits. I have no idea. Oh, this is Spindrift, by the way. It's not soda.
Vintage seltzer.
Just water. Seltzer, yes. We're seltzer. We're
So
bonded by
people-
seltzer. Yeah, have you tried Spindrift? I'm not doing a commercial for them, but it's really good.
It's
It's just-
fancy.
it's-
I like the natural flavor. It's less.
Yes, no, it's not natural flavors. It's just fruit. It's just the natural flavor. I'm a foodie, so speaking of food, what's your recommended meal?
I've been cooking a lot. I've recently mastered hummus, so homemade hummus.
Yes, I use a little TVP in there, textual vegetable protein. Put that in. Yeah. I'm a fan of homemade hummus.
I feel like some nooch would be really good too.
What?
The nutritional yeast.
Oh yes, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. Ultimate sex shop. You inherited a sex shop from your aunt, your long lost aunt that you never knew. You inherited a sex shop. What's the name of it?
The name that I would choose, or the name that my aunt.
Yeah, the name or whatever. You can tell a story. You can say the found name and you changed it. Do whatever you want.
Интересный магазин.
What?
You gotta do the name in Russian. Stay mysterious.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you're going? You toward the East Coast. You're going to Dallas Fort Worth. You've been around just this summer, and I'm sure you've met some wonderful kinky people. Who do you want to give a shout out to?
Definitely a shout out to Lady Rouge for welcoming me to the Velvet Whip. And shout out to Scarlet Cass who have taken a couple of blood play shirts with us summer. They did like a whole intensive, which was really informative.
Are you a fan of blood play?
Yes, it's really bringing out the vampire obsessed in me.
What is it about What is it about blood play that you specifically enjoy?
Something about leaking hot juices. It sounds fucking horrible. But in practice.
That's good. Something about leaking wet. What was it? Orifices?
Hot leaking juices.
Hot leaking. Something about hot leaking juices. That's the way I'm going to describe this interview. Something about
just like drawing with the blood is a lot of fun. I would say blood cupping. Not my favorite.
Not your favorite?
No, because the blood will congeal, and then it just looks like period blood, and then it's not fun anymore for me. It's just...
I was at the Kinky Carnival last week talking to Catnip, and we were talking and Sunshine. We were talking about how none of us really enjoy cupping, and we're like, why is it like a thing? Like it's okay, we're fine, do it. You're not a fan of blood cupping.
Not a fan of blood cupping. I really like cupping as a massage, like an actual body work modality.
So what are some of for these people who said that like they don't get it, they don't understand? What are they missing?
release of tension. Like when you first get the cup on, it's so intense and overpowering. And then when it gets taken off, all of that muscle tension that was there before the cupping like melts away. Wonderful. Especially like if you have upper neck issues.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, check out your local actors. They usually do really good cupping.
Okay, a lot of these people who watch this show, they don't live it like you and I do. You know, they don't know the people that you and I do. So, but they want to go out. They want to experience it. That's why they, you know, read up on and they watch shows like this. And, you know, so what advice would you give to somebody who really has no experience at all, but is kinky and like, you know, but has never been to a munch, never been to an event, doesn't know anybody who like is expressive like that? What advice would you give to someone?
If you really don't know anyone, go on to Triss or Era and search the pro dom section. There will be pro doms for some time. They'll help you find the best play party for you, whatever you're looking for. They'll come with you, make you comfortable, help you kind of become part of the environment. Especially if you're nervous. Show up and go to a month. Those are still pretty anxiety producing if you are not good at extroverted strangers.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. But I think my main rule is never waste the dom's time. So, yeah.
Please read the website. I promise.
Yes.
It is answered there.
Yes, read the website. There's one of the main things. Well, I want to talk about this too. One of the main things is that there could be doms that specialize in certain things, like hardcore things, and then they don't read their website, and just because they're a dom, they think that they could do X, Y, Z, or whatever fetish that they have. It's not. Everyone's different. Everyone's unique. So, that being said, are there any examples of any people who approached you that made real mistakes that you're like, what are you doing? I'm sure you get bombarded every day, but any ones that stand out?
Sending me Sending me 5 paragraphs worth of fantasy that I'm supposed to read, or attachment photos. I don't want that.
So what should they send? What should they send? What's something that works basically?
Go to my website. Read the entire thing. The first 3 questions you're about to ask me in your email, I've already answered, and I took the time to answer them. And then use the form on my website. Don't email me. Word vomit.
Stan Vladimir, speaking of blood play, what would you rather choose to become, a succubus or a vampire?
Probably a vampire. I feel like there would be more community with vampires than vampires. Like I want to be part of the cool underground vampire.
Yeah. Now your love of Star Trek, it means you like sci-fi. You appreciate sci-fi. Do you ever incorporate sci-fi into? Because my friend Nico from Dallas Fort Worth gets this sub who's like, I want you to be an alien to impregnate me. So it's like there's a whole narrative involved, right? Do you get any requests, or do you do anything like that?
I have not done anything like that, but I recently saw Mistress Odette in Austin. She posted a video where her and another dom were pegging the guy using one of those alien penises, and you could push alien eggs through the penis and then impregnate the man or the other guy. That was so fun. I would love to do that.
I should. Oh my god! I could hook both of you up in Dallas Fort Worth, and you could be aliens impregnating subs all around Dallas Fort Worth. That'd be great.
Let's do some pro.
I
have ideas.
Yeah. Mr. Smash has been an absolute pleasure. Please stay on the line. Is there anything? First of all, how can we get in touch with you? How can someone get in touch with you? What if there's events? What events are you planning? What classes are you planning? When are you going back to Dallas Fort Worth? How can we get in touch with you, and what's next?
The best way to get in touch with me is to go to my website, mistersmash.com. It's the easiest to remember. I'm on most social media under Smush. Please follow me. We post. I will be taking sessions in Dallas starting November 1st. So if you have any ideas, please reach out to me. I'll be working at a Mistress dungeon in North Dallas. So lots of fun toys there. And that's probably it. Now keep an eye out for my videos. They're coming soon.
Stan Vladimir says, in other words, are you ever going to reboot the Species movies?
I would actually but I would make a fantastic sexy alien.
I think you would. Speaking of aliens, I was just watching Ridley Scott's original Alien a couple days ago. Love that movie. Okay. Finally, in the long run, in a very philosophical way, where do you want this kinky journey to take you next?
I think in an ideal world, every summer I would be traveling across the United States, throwing fetish field and featuring local dogs for that city that I'm in. I think that would be fun.
That sounds wonderful. Would you have like your own caravan of people, like almost like a carnival, or would you just kind of do it alone, or what? Big bus, a big tour bus.
Buds to help me out. I think it would be really nice to form a larger community across the United States and meet dogs locally, so that you know, if someone reaches out to me like, I want to become a program in St. Louis, what do I do? You know, I'll know a dog and I can point them to that person.
I think that's a wonderful idea. I think we should make it happen. Anybody watching this, I think they should give us money to put it together. Please
fund my dream.
We know a lot of people. We could do this, but we need your support, people. In other words, you're gonna okay, Stan. It was a pleasure meeting you, Mrs. Smash. Wish you the best. Good luck with your surgery and have a wonderful day. From our very own Stan Vladimir. Stan also does the art, the banners for the show. Stan has been a wonderful part of your kinky friends. And Mr. Smash, thank you very, very much. We go into Locktober with a great attitude. It's gonna be a good month. Mr. Smash, thank you very much. Websites, social media, say it again.
MistressSmash.com. Smush, SCHMOOSPHED on all the social medias. And please smash.com for the special page with the things that can only be seen.
Yes. People can find me, yourkinkyfriends.com. Subscribe and like this, channel. Go to Patreon. We're gonna have shows, and also Good at Being Bad. Shout out to Nico Noir and the whole crew. We're gonna have a show. It's a good show too. We got people in the can, everything. It's gonna be a monthly show. Good at Being Bad, also known as GAP. We're gonna connect people with, it's like the Wild West out there. Kinky people need to stick together, and that's what we're trying to do. Mr. Smash, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very, very much. And everybody out there, remember the cardinal rule. Well, first of all, never waste the Dom's time. And second, main rule, though, is be cool, be kind, keep an open mind. Take care.